Are we live? We're live. And we are live, guys. I'm gonna sip mine, man.
What the hell are we doing here,
Oh,
Tom?
man.
Whoa.
So, hello, everyone. Welcome to Tone Base's YouTube channel. It's a special On the Records episode. We were at Block Show. My badge is in the bag, but I snuck out for a minute in order to get to. Go ahead.
We're at the Exotic Dancer Conference in Las Vegas at the Hard Rock Hotel Resort.
And
With a couple of Bitcoin ATM machines that do so much more.
so,
Really.
so this is actually really interesting. So I'm gonna interview Doug. I was able to walk around the vendors here, and there are so many ATM companies. It's insane. Everything is about money. We're gonna talk about that. How's the audio, guys? Everything good? Anyone complain about the audio?
No
We're
complaints
perfect.
yet.
Okay, good. So we're looking good on the audio.
If you can't hear us, it's because we're at a stripper con. That's what it is.
So there are Bitcoin companies sponsoring this event. Instead of sponsoring the Bitcoin event that's going on 15-minute Uber ride away, there are some. You are one. Edge Wallet is the other.
Yeah.
They're over on the booth next door. And let's talk. I don't even know where to start. Okay?
Introduce who I am.
Sure.
All right.
So this is Doug. Doug, you and I met like 3 or 4 years ago.
Right. We bumped into each other
At the New York Bitcoin Center.
Yeah, and Tone's first words to me were, "Don't be an idiot." That's what he said.
And he's been a Bitcoin maximalist. Well, maybe not anymore.
I'm a
but,
mini maximalist.
Doug, you've been in Bitcoin since 2011?
2011. Yep.
2011.
I bought
Yep.
my first Bitcoin with the help of Charlie Shrem, Eric Voorhees, and Roger Ver
Wow.
at Pork Fest. Like so many others.
I finally made it to Pork Fest, actually.
I know,
All right.
I wasn't there.
So let's talk about your ventures in the crypto space, right?
All right.
What did you start out doing?
I started out listening to Free Talk Live, heard about Bitcoin, realized I gotta buy some. And every time I went to $1 and then $2, I'd say, oh, I gotta buy some. Finally went to $3, I thought, F this, I gotta buy some. I figured out how to do it, went through Mount Gox, bought my first Bitcoin. And then after
Did you lose any in Mount Gox?
not a single one.
Excellent.
Because I listened to smart people like Tone. All right, so then I was at a Pork Fest event selling smoothies for Bitcoin. Did you know that?
I heard about that.
Right.
You were like, I think it was the 2012 Pork Fest.
2012 Pork Fest.
2004, you were selling smoothies for $3,
$6.
$6.
One
Dude,
Bitcoin.
the libertarians really jack up everything there, man. You can't even go take a leak without paying somebody.
Hey man, private property. We're providing service to people. My service was smoothies.
And yeah, people were paying you in Bitcoin for those smoothies back in 2012.
Right, so I got, didn't do a lot. I got seven Bitcoin, that's all, for smoothies. And then I would take the cash that I earned, the fiat money, would walk up the hill to the Bitcoin booth where Roger and Eric and Charlie were, and I would trade my cash for more Bitcoin.
Nice.
Which was a great move.
And that helped fund your first venture in Bitcoin.
Right.
Which was?
Watch My Bit.
Watch My Bit. What do we got? Oh, we're too loud.
Too loud? All right.
Okay.
Okay, it's noisy here, guys.
Yeah,
we can talk normally.
Microphones are good then. Excellent.
guess so.
All right, we're gonna stop screaming.
All right.
Thank you.
Watch My Bit was the very first streaming platform to take Bitcoin. It was kind of early. We did a really cool thing. We would allow people to put their videos up on our platform, put a QR code on it. It was a paywall. And we could let people charge what they wanted. 25 cents to watch a 3-minute video, something like that.
It was a really cool site. I remember you're watching this like a 30-minute video. You're watching the first 2 minutes, and then a big QR code pops up blocking everything and taking out the sound. And it's like, hey, pay 50 cents in order to watch the rest of the video. Unfortunately, micropayments did not yet come around, so we had so you had to shut it down.
Well, that was a couple years ago. We had it running for a couple of years, trying to gain traction. And the bottom line is we were just too early. All the YouTube stars we were hoping to help monetize their videos just didn't get Bitcoin yet. It wasn't as big, and it wasn't the household name like it is today. So we put it to sleep. And then I took my team from Watch My Bit and joined some other folks, working with Sarah Blinko and then John Owens. And then we finally got the idea, and Will Pangman a little bit, we got the Bitcoin ATM concept going here. Because most Bitcoin ATMs suck. Actually, most ATMs suck. You know why?
Go on, tell me.
They do one thing. They do one thing. You can get cash from your bank. That's what ATMs do.
That's all we do, yeah.
Right. Bitcoin ATMs do one thing. Buy Bitcoin.
Two things. You can buy and sell.
Maybe they sell. Most of them just buy and sell. And maybe there's a few other cryptocurrencies.
Right. Well, we're going to talk about this in a second. Well, we're going to walk around. We're going to show you guys what this is. I want to talk about the conference. You've been here for 2 days. I've only snuck in here, well, sort of. Thank you, Edge, for the badge, by the way.
Right.
I don't know why only one representative came, but never mind.
Paul's overseas.
Yes, the rest are married. But so I walked around the vendors, and here's what I've noticed. Half the vendors here, well, besides insane amount of free alcohol, there's like literally alcohol vendors. So there's so many vendors. There's like every third vendor is either an ATM machine or some kind of cash for a strip club, like some kind of paper cash system, like point of sale machines. Like half of these vendors are about money. So many vendors have no idea what Bitcoin is, but they're trying to create a stable coin for the strip clubs. And you have to be amazed. It's like, wow, Bitcoin is going to crush all of this.
I don't see why it wouldn't. You know, there's a lot of people saying, there's one vendor over here that has nothing more than a machine that takes $100 bills and spits out $1 bills. It's $10,000
for the machine.
For the machine. That's about 7 lines of code in our machine, right? So yeah, cash is a big deal. Club owners want to make more revenue. They have a cash-heavy business. They've got to manage cash, which is no easy deal these days, right? They've got a lot of girls who get paid in cash, and they need a lot of ways to manage it. And it's a really difficult situation. Same with the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. All right, so I think it's time for us to walk around and do a little demo. You got a longer mic than me.
Here. I'll go over here first.
Come around. I'm going to take my mic off.
Cindy.
Wait.
Cindy, please.
Make sure no one So, no, stay there. Doug, you can just go around.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We'll figure this out.
Go around. All right, mine's going to be a little trickier.
Hey, everybody. Live on YouTube, Tone's channel.
Okay, good. If I stand right here, we will be able to get the mics. All right, let's lay the mic back up. I want to reposition the camera a little bit. Maybe zoom that in. So let me know how this is.
Take a look. Turn around, Tone.
Let's see how we are. I have to look at it in there. I haven't moved it yet. It's a little bit delayed, right? All right, so let's slide that over and play that. All right, it should be good. Should be good. All right. So let's talk about what makes your machine different than any other Bitcoin ATM machine.
All right. So I guess the obvious first thing, the most innovative thing, is that it's an ATM machine, a regular ATM machine. This is, you can put a credit card in, you can put your ATM card in, you can pull cash out. That's a separate Bitcoin, that's a separate cash transaction. And then you can take that cash, put it right back in on the other side and purchase cryptocurrencies. It's also a multi-use machine. It can do bill pay, mobile phone top-ups, gift cards, eventually shopping with Overstock, we hope. That's something we're working on. And then, of course, crypto. So probably 7 revenue streams, including an advertising stream where you can see lots of really cool Tone Vase advertisements. And we do multi-cryptos too, including Bitcoin Cash and Ravencoin and Ethereum and Dash and Bitcoin and Litecoin, et cetera, et cetera. Regular NFC, it'll scan a phone, it'll scan an ID. It's got a camera right there for facial recognition. Our new model will have a fingerprint reader. And then it's also a giant, you notice how big it is, right? It's a giant frickin' cash vault. It's a 400-pound iPhone is what this is, with apps all over it. Inside are recyclers and dispensers and all the stuff that makes it work really well. So the idea is anybody, any legal money service business can build an app. It's just like a cell phone with apps, right? Here's all the folders filled with apps. Pay your bills, other apps, mobile phone top-ups. So any legal money service business can build apps on top of here, gift card apps. Eventually, we'll be able to do check, deposits, just like a regular ATM does check deposits. These are all just open API apps that we've built here. But of course, the reason we're here today is we're doing a lot of crypto. So,
oh yeah, how has the reception been? People that are coming over to talk about this.
It's been pretty good. So the club industry, of course, is looking for more revenue streams. This has at least 4 or at least 7, including buy and sell crypto. So the splitting with the locations, the club owners, the distributors, is going really pretty well. We may have some major deals with some big name clubs. I can't say their names right now because it's all in negotiations. But other places that can use this machine.
Gotcha. So I know you and I have been talking a lot about this machine and all of its features, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So someone can actually walk up to this machine, stick in their bank card, take out US dollars from their bank, and immediately put them back into the machine to buy crypto.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, and that's cool because this is a transaction that's been done. They bought their cash, they got their cash to their withdrawal from their bank. They own the cash, and they put it right back in the other side, legally separate from the ATM side. Do you have your phone with you, Cone? Because I was gonna do a.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be on camera, dude. So maybe we're not gonna do it.
Oh, they found my phone number already.
Yeah. So so what kind of KYC are you doing on this?
KYC at this point, we're doing phone authentication to verify the person with the wallet is the person who owns the phone. And then the future is up to the apps that live on here. If they want to do advanced KYC, then they can use our scanner for scanning an ID. They can use this camera for facial recognition. And then so for like multiple 10,000, you know, larger amounts of cash being put in or pulled out, will require some more advanced KYC. But how's the audio? Still good?
Everything good? Audio's good? All right, cool. All right. Let's keep going.
Here's a real amazing innovation here, and that's an automatic balancing. So the biggest pain point for ATMs and Bitcoin ATMs, what do you do with all the cash that gets in? Because banks hate Bitcoin, and banks hate cash, right?
Yep.
So with a two-way machine, there's some balancing right there. You can reduce the price of Bitcoin.
Right, and you were also telling me how you were thinking of creating an app, and that app, like you would basically put in like your area, like your zip code, and you would ask for notifications. So the moment this machine happens to have too much cash in it, you would get a notification. Hey, if you want to go sell your Bitcoin, this machine is now going to give you an incentive. It's going to give you a premium on selling your Bitcoin because the machine needs Bitcoin, and then
we need to get
rid of the cash. Right.
We need to get rid of the cash.
So you will notify people in that area that are interested in fixing the problem of either too much. Well, it's not going to be too much Bitcoin. They're not actually in the machine. Right. So that's not going to be the problem. But if the machine gets filled with too much cash because people are selling too much Bitcoin, you'll incentivize people on an interest rate or on a premium
to sell Bitcoin.
To sell Bitcoin and get the cash out.
Right. So that's one of a couple ways that this machine balances itself without a trip to the bank. And there are other very interesting, clever business processes we're probably going to patent that sort of Uberizes cash management and breaks it down. Instead of one big truck from Brinks coming in to pull out 50 grand and go to the bank, we're going to incentivize members to come in here and take smaller amounts out and maybe take them to another machine that is low on cash.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's going to probably start next year sometime as we work that out.
I love the ads idea. Literally, this whole screen above is perfect. It's specific for the ads. Yeah. And so I'm going to need a quote. I mean, I couldn't think of a better place to advertise my Bitcoin channel and my crypto channel than on a crypto ATM. So I think this was an awesome idea, by the way. Well, to put advertisements right there, right on the ATM.
So what else can we put on the screen, the ad screen? We can put education. We can put tone-based speaking about crypto trading in like a 1-minute little video that someone could watch and choose to watch with audio. Or we can use it to help people. Hey, we noticed you're taking a lot of time. Maybe you want to, here's where the cash dispenser is. Here's where the cash acceptor is. And that can be all tied in with where they are on the touch screen.
Right, because this way the touch screen isn't going away. You're watching it here, you're typing it there. That's awesome.
And by the way, this touchscreen, this level, this is ADA compliant. So this is an ATM that is ready for wheelchair access.
And these
we have
are
a question?
Somebody asked if there was Tinder on it.
Tinder.
Tinder? Wait a minute. You know what? What if we had, so that's a good idea, right? Tinder could create an app, right? Put an app on our machine, and then you could do a video and watch your various people on here if you don't have a smartphone. Okay, sarcastic question, sarcastic answer. And then you can pay, right? You can put cash in to pay for the Tinder visit. Oh wait, that's called prostitution. Never mind, strike
Let's
that.
stay away from that.
All right.
All right, so these are already functioning.
Yeah.
Where are your ATMs already located?
So right now, these beta systems, these beta units, which is a smaller system, we have about 10 of them out. 8 of them are in the wild. We've got one at the Atlanta Bitcoin Embassy, Jeffrey Tucker's Bitcoin Embassy. We've got one at Expose Club, a strip club in San Diego. We're going to have one at the downtown donut bar in Vegas when we leave here. And we've got one at the crypto space in San Pedro. There's one in a co-working space in Wisconsin called the 100 State. We've got one at the Overstock.com headquarters. It'll be moving out of there really soon, though, to another co-working space in Utah. So, and there's one up in Sacramento. So our beta units are in crypto-friendly places because they're helping us test our software, helping us test out the...
and you are going to go global with this.
Yeah, we have had meetings with people all over the world.
Now, here's the big question.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to put your ATM in a location?
Well, our ATM, we do leasing only. It's a lease program. We ask for a couple different levels, either 100% of the manufacturing cost with an ongoing lease of a $1 for the rest of the time, right? And then with that, we split 80% to the deployer. We keep 20%.
So you keep 20% of the percentage charged on the Bitcoin?
Yeah, or the services. And the services are different because there's many revenue streams, right?
So you keep 20% of the servicing fee on whatever this is doing.
Yep.
Now, who decides the servicing fee, you or the ATM holder?
For crypto, the ATM holder, he sets his markup.
Okay.
They decide how much to go, 15%. And then Capital Hero is a sister company that's the crypto vending app. It's just an app. By the way, we could have competing crypto apps on here when we open source
we'll have to talk about...
Yeah, Ethereum is another company of mine. You know, Ethereum. It's a private jet on the blockchain concept. We'll take any crypto. A lot of cool things happening there too. I got my fingers in everything.
It's gonna be a different on the record, man. You got like 6 companies going on in the crypto space.
And by the way, the Hollywood, watch my bit stuff. It's coming back, baby. It's coming back. All I can say is go.
Well,
what's the percentage for transaction?
Again, the ATM, the whoever is operating the ATM machine gets to set the transaction percentage on top.
Right.
So we don't know. It depends. Every ATM is going to be different. The range.
Well, it's whatever the market will bear. So at one location, that owner's got a hot location. They're going to mark it up to 20%. I've seen Bitcoin ATMs at 25%. 25%. And but that's a location, you know. So Capital Hero and Vault Logic will take a small percentage of each one of those, like I'm talking 1%, somewhere around that range. And then the owner / the guy leasing the machine, they can mark it up whatever they want. Split it with other people too.
All right. So what kind of government regulation did you have to deal with to get this done?
Here's the great thing. We are a hardware system and a software app, open API system. Any legal money service business with their own money service requirements, their own licenses, can use this machine. Therefore, we don't necessarily have to have and jump through a lot of governmental hoops because the companies that are providing services, they're the ones who have. So,
for example, the Atlanta Bitcoin Embassy.
Right.
Are they a money service business? Do they have an Atlanta money FinCEN approval?
They might, and they could make their own app if they wanted to go that route. Now, Capital Hero is an app that is our demo app for crypto by itself. It buys and sells on its own account, so it's a peer-to-peer transaction still. Now, as we move and look at jurisdictions, and of course there'll be a lot of compliance that we've got to figure out. But most of that, again, is going to be happening with the companies that want to use our giant platform.
Why would anyone use this instead of Coinbase?
What's the question?
Why would anyone use this instead of Coinbase to get their Bitcoin?
Because here's the situation. Coinbase requires a credit card, a bank account, other banking infrastructure. Our ATM requires cash. Right.
That's the big difference.
Right.
Oh, did you talk about the bill pay?
Yeah. I showed the bill pay here. People can pay their bills in cash. So talking about helping the underbanked and the unbanked, they got to go all over the place to pay their Dish Network bills, their Comcast bills, their Verizon bill, right? Or even their phone bill, right? Because they often have phones. The poor and the unbanked still have phones. They still have internet.
So if someone wants to pay their Verizon bill, actually the poor won't have Verizon. You have another cell phone provider?
Yeah. Look. Here's mobile phones. T-Mobile, Metro.
Right, T-Mobile.
Now these are top-ups. These are just ways of topping up, buying more minutes for people who don't have contracts.
Oh, gotcha.
Right?
So you can top up your cell phone bill with Bitcoin or with cash or only
with
cash?
With cash at this time.
Cash at this time.
Right. Maybe in the future we'll be able to do it with Bitcoin.
Got it. So, but if someone wanted to pay their electric bill, can they pay that through your ATM machine?
Absolutely. If there's a bill pay aggregator, again, a third-party partner who would put their services in the area, like I've seen Azusa Water and Power, Azusa, California on here, on other machines.
And so is this a bill pay company that you're working with?
Right, it's
and
a bill pay aggregator.
Stuck an app, gave you an API to pay their bills. You integrated it into the system.
Right.
And now someone can pay their bills right through the same ATM.
Exactly. And in the future, you'll be able to take your bill like strippers, right? Oftentimes they're single moms. Maybe they got screwed over. They don't have a bank account anymore. They're paying all their bills in cash, including T-Mobile. Eventually, they'll be able to take their T-Mobile bill, scan it. It'll say, oh, hi, Rebecca, or Mercedes, or Porsche, or Diamond, or Pony.
And I think you're taking really commenting on the 25% that you mentioned and calling it a scam.
Right.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
The 25% is just a suggestion. Anyone can set it. Right now, this machine is doing 10%. At the Atlanta Bitcoin Center, it's doing 5%.
Charging 25% on top of Bitcoin is apparently a scam, but all of these ICOs that give you absolutely no utility are perfectly legit.
What's up with you?
Yeah, EOS trades at $800 a coin, or Ethereum at $1,600. That's not a scam.
Yeah.
But charging 25% on top of something useful, on top of somebody who wants to pay, is a scam. Come on, guys.
Well, let me clarify.
Let's get serious.
Let's make this very clear, folks. Vault Logic does not sell Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. Capital Hero is just an app that allows people to sell cryptocurrencies and other buy and sell. The deployers have the freedom to set their limits, their margins where they want to set it. The strip club might set it at 25%, but a mom-and-pop grocery store might set it at 5% to get more foot traffic in.
Right.
That's
guys,
up to them.
if you don't like paying 25% on Bitcoin, go lease the ATM and charge people 5%. And you will see lines, if your competitor next door has an ATM and charges 25%, you buy one and you undercut him. This is what a free market is.
Right. That works great. And that's going to be a model that everyone uses. So this is kind of a cool thing. Here's an example of an app that someone could build. Overstock.com. There are 30 million Americans who don't have bank accounts. They can't shop online without a Visa or a MasterCard, right? They don't have credit cards. But so for example, folks, don't get confused. Overstock could create a shopping app where they go online, people still have computers, they shop, they fill up their shopping cart full of stuff. They come into our machine, and instead of paying with a credit card that they don't have, they put cash in and they pay their Overstock shopping cart, and now they get to use Overstock services.
Oh, so you can now use online merchants with cash if they want to integrate something like this.
Exactly.
So like Amazon, I mean, it's hard to get a meeting with Amazon, right? But you can set up, but you can go through this machine. I guess you can access your own shopping list and now boom, you pay cash through the machine, and then it fills your order and ships it.
Right. And then you get your shipment just like.
Are you doing anything with gift cards here as well?
Gift cards, right there. So gift cards are another possibility. And this is a gift card aggregator. Again, you could buy gift cards in the future. This will be turned on probably in about a month and a half or so. And so, yeah, Overstock gift cards. There they are. Let's see if one of these. Now, these aren't turned on right now because we don't have the, we don't have the connections. Yeah, it's just a demo. But yeah, all of these companies, there really are gift card companies, and we know them, and other deployers of this system are doing them right now. So for us to turn on mobile pay bills and gift cards is a matter of a month and a half of making arrangements.
Okay, so we talked about earlier about the cost. Yeah. So you said a person would pay for the manufacturing cost of this.
That's what we're looking for, or 50% of the cost with a different split, or even less, and we'll take a bigger cut.
So you guys are still a startup, so it's still negotiable how much to pay up front and how much the revenue split's going to be.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's all negotiable. In fact, we imagine that we'll be negotiating splits and rates with everybody. Every location will want a different arrangement and deal.
And are you now manufacturing these in bulk?
We will be very soon. Our first run of 10, these are the first 10. Our next run of 70 will be released end of August, early September. August, September, right, exactly.
All right, let's get one more question.
The name of the machine.
What's the what's the name of the machine?
Vault Logic, right.
Vault Logic, guys, right there. I hope you guys can see it in the camera.
VAULT, Vault Logic.
Vault Logic, yeah. But you guys, and the new version is going to be even like more advanced.
It'll be bigger because it's got a bank grade recycler in there, not just a acceptor, but a recycler. And we want it to be really high quality. We want to be able to store lots of cash to make that cash vault available to third-party businesses who want to use it for their customers.
Gotcha. What else we got?
Is it peer-to-peer transaction?
Are there peer-to-peer transactions?
Yes. The app Capital Hero has its own wallets. This is not a money transmission where we're filling a wallet from, I was going to say Cripsy. We're filling a wallet from Bittrex. We're filling a wallet from Bitstamp. That's not the case. This company, which is not Vault Logic, Capital Hero, is the crypto vendor. They use their own hot wallets on their own account. Therefore, it's not quite money. It's not money transmission.
So I'm still a little confused. So you can go.
Unless the question is this, here's another app. Local Bitcoins. We put an app on here, right?
Yes.
Local Bitcoins. Boom. And then I want to buy Bitcoin, but I'm a small, slight, 102-pound female who doesn't meet a stranger in a Starbucks. But she'll go to a well-lit mall. She can put $20, $30 in here, buy Bitcoin, and through Local Bitcoins, go home and see that it arrives in her wallet. And this machine is sort of, I don't want to use this legal word too lightly, sort of an escrow that's holding it until the person sends her the Bitcoin, and vice versa, something like that. That's a possibility.
So once the person sends her the Bitcoin, somehow that money from the machine has to somehow get to that person.
Well, a better example is if someone's selling Bitcoin, right? A trader wants to sell Bitcoin. He does it from his home, and he says, go pick up the cash at the Hollywood Vault Logic machine.
But how does the machine dispense cash?
You go in there and you sign in with your wallet, and the cash comes out. And only person could have done it because the app knows about it.
Right. All right. What else we got?
Does it give you cash for Bitcoin?
Well, of course. They give you cash for Bitcoin. Yeah, you can sell Bitcoin here anytime. Yep. And what we were saying is, if too many people come to this machine and buy Bitcoin, and the machine fills up with cash, the machine will notify you if you want.
It'll notify the members.
It'll notify the members.
There's an opportunity to arbitrage.
I would make those members like zip code based. Like you would put in your zip code of the machines in your area.
Yeah, sure.
And anytime too many people buy Bitcoin and the machine fills up with cash, you get a notification saying, hey, there's Bitcoin on sale because somebody needs to come and get that cash. So you can sell your Bitcoin maybe even at a premium to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, we will give you, like 10% on top if you sell your Bitcoin.
Yep.
Because the machine is filled with cash and they have more customers coming in to buy that Bitcoin at 20%. So they'll notify you, hey, come sell your Bitcoin at 10% because they're going to turn around and sell it at 20.
Yep.
If there is that kind of a demand.
We want people to arbitrage. Someone says, well, what's going to prevent someone from going back and forth between two machines and arbitraging? I said, nothing. We want that to happen.
Because it saves you the trouble of maintaining.
Of hiring Loomis and Brinks.
Correct.
Very expensive services, sometimes incompetent services. Oh, did I say that? No. If you talk to Bitcoin and ATM providers, these guys sometimes aren't the greatest.
Yeah, so like you want these things, if you have a two-way ATM, if you have a machine where you can buy
and this automatically changes
there's no actual Bitcoin inside the machine, right?
No.
There's some kind of a
hot
central
wallet somewhere.
Right. There's a code and a hot wallet and a centralized system. Yeah. What else we got?
Can you really reduce the cost?
It's really great, people. It's really, really great.
Reduces the money handling expenses.
Oh, so that, yes, hugely. So someone said, can you greatly reduce the cost of maintaining an ATM because it's two-way back and forth? It's if you can write the right algorithm to notify your consistent ATM users, you can eliminate all costs of maintaining the ATM machine.
Cash management. We call this cash as a service. And there's another balancing.
Save thousands a month.
Right, thousands. There's another balancing system too. Let's say the ATM is filled with cash because of people paying their bills and buying crypto, right? And let's say the ATM side is filled with cash too. Well, now what do we do? Or I'm sorry, let's take that back.
They're segregated.
They're segregated.
This is filled with cash, and too many people needed money, and they've taken out the
empty of cash, right? So these are two different companies.
No, this is segregaed.
Yeah,
this is the Bitcoin side. This is the traditional ATM side.
Right.
Totally legally segregated.
Right. So the Bitcoin guy or the person operating this side of the machine says, hey, ATM provider, you're low on 20s. I got a whole bunch of 20s that I can, and they have an arrangement with each other where they might loan the 20s onto this side. And that's a business arrangement within the machine. And then now we've reduced the amount of cash on this side, and the ATM guy has cash to sell through regular ATM stuff. It's another way of distributing and balancing.
And this thing prints out paper wallets as well, right?
Yeah, it prints paper wallets.
Dude, what doesn't this machine do related to Bitcoin or traditional banking? What do you still need to add to this damn thing? There's a reason why it's so freaking big, guys.
I'll tell you what. Soon, eventually, possibly, we could do international remittances. And that's something that's highly regulated. It'll take us some time to figure that out. Not figure it out, but work with a money. Here's a look, send money, right? This is something, send money to Jamaica, right? This is a possibility that we will explore when we find maybe some crypto-friendly banks. Yep. Maybe MoneyGram is going to use this system. They can build an app. They're a regulated industry. They can have all the KYC that they need. They have all the cameras and fingerprints to verify to their level that they require.
Gotcha. Now, let me ask you the most important question. All right, did we lose? All right, we're good. Let me ask you the most important question.
Right.
What? When was the ICO? What token did you use? What utility token are you using? And how did you print your own money to get to this point?
We've done nothing like that, Tone. We are traditionally financed, mainly for, angel investors. And we have not done an ICO. We will probably have a membership token that we hope you will give a possibly like, because it'll be a membership-based token that lets people.
I'm gonna do a whole other video on membership tokens. Let's not go there yet.
Let's not go there. But no, we have not done an ICO, but people can invest. We might do a STO, a security token offering.
Okay.
So this is something we're working on right now, and I won't go into details because this hasn't been determined yet. But it's the idea of like this industry here, right? The club owner industry. We could possibly do a security offering for a small percentage of all of the revenue from this machine. That's a security, right? Well, I'm not going to pretend it isn't. It is. But that'll help us raise funds.
Gotcha.
And then those people who own that security will make profit, revenue stream based on how much value this machine is bringing in.
Now, originally, obviously, you're a Bitcoiner from 2011. So how did you get involved with the connection of ATM machines and the exotic dancer industry? How did that connection come together?
Well, it's a natural fit, but even apart from that, we have a relationship with Basically, we had a friend in the Expose Club, San Diego, Dino, who had a Bitcoin ATM in his machine. I don't want to tell you whose machine. In his club. Yeah, in his club. And it kept breaking down. Yet he had lines of people at 12 noon wanting to use the ATM machine in the early days of Bitcoin ATMs. Like
isn't it funny when you have a strip club and you're getting more traffic to use the ATM machine than to watch the girls?
Right. And it's a piece of crap. And it kept breaking. And they were sending a new one, and it broke. And, you know, at the time, Will Pangman and I were trying to fix the damn thing. I was in Minnesota. He was down here. And we had terrible customer support. So we said, let's make our own damn machine. So we brought in some smart guys, people smarter than me. That's what my key for entrepreneurial is. Find someone smarter than you and fund their ideas. So that's what I did. And this machine came from and is existing right now at the Expose Club in San Diego, where Dino is.
So Dino's one of your partners in this
venture. Dino is now a partner. We find out this Dino guy, right? He runs a strip club. He owns 31 ATMs in San Diego.
Like traditional ATMs.
Traditional ATMs.
All around San Diego.
He knows the business. He's a perfect fit for us. He's now our director of operations.
And he's been able to introduce you to the strip club industry, where these things seem to be more popular than most other locations.
Well, we're in beta still. We only have one in one club.
Well, so far from a prior ATM experience.
Yeah, it was very popular. And people keep on asking, Dino, what's the best coin to get? So we're inviting coin communities to put their coin in here.
Okay, so other coins could go on here.
Absolutely. We have a development program where we're going to put all kinds of coins. To Give is coming next. We're working with other coins. And for example, Tokes is a Waves platform marijuana cannabis industry token.
Oh, speaking of marijuana, so before we go on to a shitcoin, I'm gonna diss.
Look, that's the Tokes logo.
So how do you think this will play when you start approaching the cannabis industry and the marijuana dispensaries and try to approach them? Do you think they would be this thing will help their business a lot?
We think it will, and it's of course a sensitive topic because we don't want to cross any lines. We don't want to be out of regulation. We don't want to go to jail, Tone, right? But we have had talks with a lot of different cannabis industry people who have a cash conundrum, it's called in California. And in Vegas, it's the same thing. They can't get traditional bank accounts. So a system like this, which is a giant cash vault.
Yeah, guys, this thing is 400 pounds. You ain't stealing it.
It's bolted to the floor, and the new one's going to be even bigger, and it's not going anywhere. So there are
funny. People are like, oh, I can buy a little Lamasu ATM. You know what happens to the Lamasu ATM? Someone walks into your business, takes it with one hand, and walks out.
Wraps the chain around it or whatever. Yep. Right, exactly. Yeah, this thing is massive. It's really, really big and heavy. So the cannabis industry is we're hoping to work with. So this system, Tone, can also do, like I said, any kind of app. One of those apps could be point of sale. We're working with the Tokes platform to create a point of sale system.
Half the vendors here are point of sale. Like it's this is like the tech side of the gentleman club industry.
Right.
It's like all of the vendors here, besides the one vendor with the pole and
the lights and the JBL speakers.
Everybody else is like point of sale, ID scanners,
cash changing.
There are paper.
Probably four.
Yeah, it's insane.
4 other ATM companies, 4 of them here, and guess how many services they do? One service. One. They dispense ATM money. That's all they do. We do that too, and a whole crap ton of other things.
I got one last question.
All right.
What can you share to us about the back end?
The back end? You mean like the software?
Yeah.
Well, we're not built on Windows. Let's put it that way. We went to a better operating system. Starts with an L. And this thing has been vetted, by the way, by ATM, a company that certifies ATMs.
And they certified
They certified it, right.
Beautiful.
Now, that was done by a partner company of ours that built the chassis, and they have their own services. We put Bitcoin on top of it, but still, it's an app-based system, and it's been certified. All of the things on here, the NFC reader, the fact that it's ADA compliant, all certified by a particular certification company. Right.
Very cool.
Yeah. And by the way, the new model, some differences. The NFC reader will be up here in the scanner area. We're not going to have coins. We're going to do 20s and 100s only, probably. but we could do ones. So, you know, we could do a stack of ones for a strip club to spit out ones to people, right?
Yeah, no, you should definitely have all kinds of bills. You may want to walk away from the
the
coins.
Recycler will be gone.
Right, and people will have to round off their bills, or you can give. Oh, this thing prints paper while it's out in Bitcoin.
Right. So get a load of this. You pay your bill. It's it's $47.18. So you put in $50 and you got change coming to you. Well, maybe that lawnmower app could be on here. Yes, I want my change to be in the form of new Bitcoin.
Gotcha. All right, we got another question.
What type of support do you provide to operators?
Ooh, good question.
What's that?
What kind of support do you provide to operators?
Tons, because we lease these only. So we don't sell them, we lease them. That means all software upgrades come all the time. And we have
What about a guy that's stuck in front of the machine and did something stupid? Who does he call?
For support, call.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
And who takes that call? Volt Logic does?
We will be having, it might be.
Support.
Well, it depends. It depends if they're doing bill pay. That's a bill pay problem.
Got it.
But we'll be able to know
what they're doing.
Right, call this number.
We'll
have
know what they're
support.
doing.
Right.
Okay,
But no, that's a good question, because we want to support all of our deployers, right? That means software upgrades, hardware upgrades, and repairs. So, you know, if somebody throws a Coke down here at a mall, the thing's got to get fixed.
Right.
So we're going to be looking at possibly helping with insurance.
Well, I was about to say that. Like, so how does insurance work? Do you have insurance on the hardware? Do you have insurance on the money on the inside, the cash? Well, like, do you have insurance on, someone, finding a way to connect to this thing and maybe steal the Bitcoin, which I highly doubt that's possible.
Yeah. Well, these are questions that are going to be answered in the future. We are a startup. We're investigating insurance possibilities. We're probably going to self-insure. The idea is we understand some of these machines are going to be stolen, right? But there are ATM insurance companies.
I find it very difficult. How the hell are you going to steal this thing?
Yeah, it's a tank.
Especially when you're going to bolt it into the floor or into the wall.
Right, exactly.
All right, exactly. I think we're good, man. Yeah. This was a lot. Check it out. Go to voltlogic.com and take a look at more details and see what's going on.
Thanks, Tom.
Doug, always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And I'll see you at another event soon.
Yeah, the big event coming up, World Crypto Conference in Vegas.
Oh yeah, there was a thing there. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm in Asia, man. They keep trying to get me there.
I know.
I'm out in Asia, but yeah, you'll be displaying this at the World Crypto Con.
We'll have probably 5 of these there, and they're gonna be, these machines will have an app to help
Why
check
so
in.
many?
Because it'll be helping people check into the conference.
So you will put an app on here,
right,
for people to like pay at the door into the app, get a receipt out, and then
skip the line, get your swag bag, and go upstairs.
Beautiful.
Right. So we'll have these all over World Crypto Con at the Aria Hotel in Vegas at the
that's like October 30th or 31st.
Cryptoween. Yeah? There'll be a Halloween party. Yeah. Cryptoween. Steve Aoki has committed to be there.
All right, guys, this is it. We're gonna call it a day. They're already packing up. Now the music stops.
Right. Now we can stop. Yes. We can stop yelling, Tom.
I'm gonna get back to the block show.
Right.
I hope you guys caught my debate with Nouriel Rubini on stage. Also my ICO debate there. And on this note, thank you so much for watching, guys. And we will see you on the next episode of On the Record.